y'all? It's your boy Ken, and we're back for another comic book collection video. And this time, we're doing a hero that nobody really expected to see. Billy Batson, aka Shazam. So, the reason why I put a little disclosure here, the reason why I put a limited series is because this comic of Shazam, this recent one, only had a 4-issue run. And the crazy part is about that usually most DC comics go on for at least, multiple issues, right? So I can't understand why DC made this version of Shazam only 4 issues. I think I understand why. I think because according to the comic, at the end of the last issue, it claims that Shazam's journey is continuing on in the new Teen Titans comic book that's also out right now. So maybe that's why. So for those who don't know anything about Shazam, I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of information. So for all the newcomers into the comic book collection videos, I would like to say welcome. I'll give a little brief information about the main character that I'm talking about itself, and then after that, I just show off the little collection that I have. Sometimes it's gonna be a big collection, sometimes it's gonna be a little tiny. But anyway, for those who don't know nothing about Billy Batson was a foster kid who ran from home to home, and he didn't really know his parents like that growing up. And one day he stumbled upon this family that actually wanted him. And when they wanted, it was just a big group. Like, this foster family was a big group. It was a bunch of different foster kids and a bunch of their real kids too. So Billy became close with the family and stuff. At first, he didn't like them, as always. He didn't like the families that he was chosen for. And he was starting to get a little too old for it too, because he was like, in high school. He just started off high school and he's like, 14 and stuff. So he met his foster brother and saw that his foster brother was disabled and all this other stuff. And they were in school one day and the foster brother was getting picked on. And the people that were picking on him knew he was in a foster family. So Billy saw that his foster brother was getting picked on, and at first it seemed like he wasn't gonna do anything about it. And then he did. He came up, started beating the guys up, and then instead of messing with his foster brother, they started messing with him. And it was a big chase and all this other stuff. Billy was running around the city. He got on a train, and then the dudes were trying to catch up to him. And the crazy part is that once he got on that train, the train that was full of people just vanished, and all the people just vanished. And then he saw some weird ancient symbols on the little thing where they tells you what stop to get off on. And after that, he ended up in this cave with this old wizard named Shazam. And Shazam told him that he thought Billy was worthy of his powers, considering that Billy had a good heart and all this other good jazz, considering that what he did for his foster brother, even though it's not really his brother, right? So Shazam said he wanted Billy to take his powers, said all he had to do was say his name. Billy thought this was a joke at first and just laughed it off, and then the wizard was like really serious. So, he said, say my name and you get all the powers of all the gods that have given me my powers. So he made Billy say his name. Billy said his name and instantly became the warrior known as Shazam. He had super speed, super strength, he could fly, all that. He's basically kind of like Superman, basically. So with that, he's a new hero and whatnot. So his stepbrothers help him with his powers, blah blah blah, and things get a little crazy. He's figuring out his powers. We all know that one of Shazam's biggest villains is Black Adam. And before I continue, I'd like to say that there's a Shazam movie that recently came out not too long, maybe a year or two ago. And this actually was a good movie. I mean, the kid that plays Billy Batson really does look like the character from the comic books. And it's actually, when I first saw it, at the time I didn't know too much about Shazam until, I started reading a bunch of different comic books about him. So then I ended up learning. So he's actually a really good hero. And he was also in Young Justice as well. The Young Justice, if you haven't seen the Young Justice series, it's on HBO Max. Check it out. But if you like me doing more information in these videos, always give it a like, give it a comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, because that's, like I always say in every video, it's important to YouTube nowadays to hit that bell notification. So there's your little brief information. Billy's still a kid on the inside, but on the outside he loves being a hero. He loves being Shazam. And to him being a hero is just, you know, sometimes it seems like it's just a game. Then there's times when he has to learn that he has to get real serious. Now also making another Shazam movie that's coming out soon. But anyway, that's the little information. He's also joined it. He's been with the Justice League and all this other stuff. Like I said, you want to know more information, you know, go read the comic. I'm finna get ready to, you know, show you the ones that came out, because it's only a 4 limited series. It only came out with 4 issues. I don't really understand why DC did that, but maybe, like I said before, maybe it's because they also made a Teen Titans series that Billy also joins a part of. So let's get into this. So we're going to check out the comics. Like I said, it's only a 4-issue limited run, and then after that, I'll give you guys a preview of what's to come next. So if you're into comic books just like I am, and you're into just nerd stuff in general, give the video a like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, like I keep saying again, you know. So I'm gonna show you, and then I'm gonna give you a little preview of what comic book collection videos are coming next. All right, here we go, guys. I laid them out on the floor because my table is that I'm using is kind of really small. So these are the 4 issues of Shazam. They've come out in the recent months. Like I said, see here in the corner, it says from the pages of Teen Titans Academy. So that's where I'm pretty sure it continues after this. These are the 4 issues that came out. Issue 1, obviously. Issue 2 of 4. Issue 3 of 4. And then issue 4 of 4. So, Billy, from this, it seems like Billy's, and according to the storyline of these 4 issues, Billy is struggling with being Shazam. He's actually starting to lose his powers, which is really crazy. And he doesn't understand why, so he goes into he tries to find the wizard who gave him his power. But the crazy part about the wizard that gave him his powers, that wizard is no more. But there is a stone inside a certain dimension that Billy has to go to get the answers he's looking for. But when he gets there, it's not easy for him. And he has, of course, a little trouble. As you can see from the covers, he has a little trouble on his quest. And he finds out one of the friends that goes to the same school as him also has powers. And he's also, you know, his father is also like some crazy god that he didn't, you know, that he wasn't aware of. But like I said, it's a 4-issue run. It was actually not, of course, when it's a small issue run like this, it's actually easy to get them. You know, it didn't really take me that long. I just had to wait each month for them to come out and everything. But this was a fun series, and I really wish they would have continued it, because Shazam is actually a very interesting character, because not too many people know about him like that. And originally, I forgot to include this when I did the intros, that before his name was Shazam, he technically used to be called Captain Marvel. But then, you know, Marvel and DC had a little dispute about that, because then Marvel actually has a character that's called Captain Marvel, and their company comic book name is Marvel, so Marvel's copyrighted. So that's why DC was like, oh yeah, we ain't trying to get into no more trouble with Marvel. It feels like we're still in names and whatnot, so they decided to change their name of Shazam from Captain Marvel to Shazam. And honestly, I think Shazam is a better name for him anyway. And also, it's the same thing. It's his pronouns, so what he says to get his powers to be activated, Shazam. So it makes more sense. Captain Marvel wasn't a bad name, but as like I said before, according to Marvel, they can't really use it, because in that they have a character that's called Captain Marvel. So Shazam is a better name, and I can't wait for the second movie to come out. I hope you guys if you haven't, like I said, like, comment on this video. If you like Shazam, or if you've seen a Shazam movie, let me know in the description below. And I'm now about to really show you guys what comic book collection videos are coming next. Because like I said, this has been a short video. Because like I said, 4-issue run sucks. I'm sorry, guys, but I had to get this one out the way. And I got it out the way because it was such a short. This is actually my shortest, like, run of issues in comic books that I've ever seen. It's crazy, right? But let me pan over to the other side of the room and show you guys give you a little preview of what's to come next. I'm not gonna show you all of them, because that's the point of the comic book collection videos. I'm gonna show you the first cover of each one so you can see what's coming next. All right, let's go over there. So here on this side is what I got coming up next for you guys. I got a little bit of everything here. I have Green Arrow, obviously. But see, the Green Arrow run is from the Green Arrow Rebirth run, not the Green Arrow New 52 run. So I'm gonna explain the difference between New Rebirth and number 52 because I know a lot of people don't know what the heck that means. So I'm gonna explain that later on in another video. I have current series of Deathstroke Inc. One of my favorite DC heroes, my favorite black DC hero of all time, my boy Static. Milestone returns. Milestone has came back and they brought Static back to life. It's not like he was dead, but they brought him back to our lives with his new series, Static Season 1. Of course, y'all know my favorite DC hero. That's not, my other favorite DC hero, of course, is The Flash. This is it says DC Universe Rebirth. That's what I meant between Rebirth and New 52. The Green Arrow ones that I have over there also are a Rebirth. But eventually, after a certain amount of issues, DC decided to stop using Rebirth and just kept it with their main names. Aquaman Becoming, he's training to be the next Aquaman, and as you can see, it has a pride logo in the corner because this Aquaman is he's homosexual, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's a crazy take on Aquaman, and so far I've been reading the series and it's actually pretty good. And he's, obviously, he's black, and we could use more black superheroes more than anything else because we have so many non-black superheroes. It's a good take. So I can't wait to talk about this series when I get done getting the collection together. It's actually 6 issues, and I currently have, I think, 3 in here. And it looks like more than 3 because I also have I have an alternate cover one in here as well. And then one of my favorite black villains, Black Manta. If you haven't seen Aquaman, then I don't know what you're doing. Jason Moore is amazing as Aquaman, beats it up. And the guy that plays Black Manta, who's also played in the Candyman movie, is also amazing as Black Manta. And they finally gave my man his own comic. I mean, even though he previously had a comic book for the villain series that came out like a long time ago, but this is finally, he finally got his own run and his own comic. And this one is one of 6 limited series. And I currently have, I think, 4 as well in here. And I have a couple alternate covers that I'm going to show off when I do his collection video. And then we got the next Batman Second Son. And this is a story, of course, in the Batman universe for Lucius Fox had a son, obviously. And his son ended up becoming his own version of Batman, which he calls himself Batwing, obviously. Like I said, if you've seen any of the Teen Titans movies, or if you've seen, any DC, he's also in Batwoman right now. Lucas Fox, he's in Batwoman. He's actually playing Batwing right now currently. And the next Batman Second Son is about his journey being Batwing, his own basically a black version of Batman. And this series is one of 4, and the series actually been finished a while ago. I just haven't got the chance to finish getting the collection. I think I have 2 of these right now currently, and I'm getting the other 2. And then this is also gonna be a short run, just like Shazam. I forgot that it was only 1 out of 4. So yeah, these are the comic book collection videos that are coming up currently that I'm working on. Cause most of these series right here are ongoing. So Static is ongoing. Black Manta is also ongoing. Aquaman Becoming is ongoing. Batman Second Son is also is finished. So I still just have to look for those. Green Arrow is also finished that I'm currently looking for. Deathstroke Inc. is ongoing as well. So most of these I have right here are currently ongoing. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. These are currently ongoing series. These are finished series. The Flash Rebirth, Green Arrow Rebirth are all finished up. I'm just missing a few issues. And once I get those, then trust me, I'm gonna enjoy doing all of them. Trust me. The Flash I've been waiting on to do a long time because his series is gonna be one of the biggest because there's so many issues going on, and it's still currently going on. Technically, it's still currently going on because there's new issues out right now. Green Arrow hasn't got a new series yet, but he's in a new series called Checkmate that I haven't started collecting yet. So I'm gonna do that one. I'm gonna love doing that one too because I have almost a complete set of Green Arrow Rebirth. I'm just missing maybe 3 issues, and once I get those, then that comic book collection video is gonna come up sooner than you think. So now that these are the current ones that are coming out, I'm gonna let you know what's next to come after these. There's gonna be a lot, trust me. I have a big ass collection, and I'm not even halfway through it, because every time there's new issues coming out every day. I mean, not even every day. There's new issues coming out every month, and some of these guys are, I'm assuming, gonna run longer than what I thought, because like man says that 1 out of 6. It's 6 issues limited, but this one didn't say limited when it came out. Batman Second Son didn't say limited. After the 4 issues, it continued on in another Batman. The next series called I Am Batman. So Lucas Fox goes from saying he's gonna be the next Batman to actually being Batman. And I have to start collecting that one because it's a continuation of this story after the 1 out of 4. Deathstroke Inc. has been good. I haven't finished reading the ones that I currently own, but it's actually good. And y'all already know, your boy Static is all good and dandy. Static, I've been waiting for them to bring Static back. And trust me, when I finish the collection, my comic book collection video for Shazam, you're gonna enjoy it. It's a very let's pan back to me real quick. Like I said before, there is continuation in the Teen Titans series that's currently going on. So I'm gonna start collecting those as well, and maybe I honestly know what happened to Shazam, because it doesn't leave on a cliffhanger, but it kind of does. So I guess in order for me to know what happened to Shazam, I need to keep going, right? So I just showed you guys a preview of all the different issues, all the different comic book collection videos that I'm currently working on. I have, like I said, I have a lot. Those are just some of the ones that I have currently with me. I have a huge comic book collection, guys. Huge. I don't even know how I have counted them before. I mean, a long time ago, back in, I guess you could say 2015, I was in maybe the hundreds. I'm probably way past that now. Like I said, well, new comic books coming out every other month, sometimes even. Like, it's crazy how many comic books. Like I said, I am a comic book, enthusiast here. So I've been reading comic books for a long time, and it's just so. When I read comic books, I immerse myself in a completely different world. It's not our own. See how our world is not really. It's messed up. So it's like being in a world where powers exist and all this would be amazing. And reading comic books gives me a little bit of taste of that. I'm gonna be working extra hard to bring more content as we continue to go on. Subscribe, like this video if you enjoyed the little brief information that I give you, because that's what half of these comic book video collections, not just to show off the collection, but to be a little bit more informative about a hero or villain that you don't know about. Like, you've probably seen, because I bet you there's a lot of people out here that have never read a comic book in their entire life, but they know of comic books and they know of certain superheroes based off their popularity, like Superman, Batman, The Flash, Green Arrow, Wonder Woman, and the list goes on and on. But a lot of people sit here and just watch the movies, and sometimes the movies don't always portray everything that exists in the comics. Like, especially with stuff like, DC has better shows, but Marvel has better movies. And no, that's just personal opinion, but that's how I feel like it is. DC does make some amazing shows with the CW right now. The Flash is on season 8 right now. Green Arrow had his whole show, and that show is currently over. I wish it wasn't, but I know shows have to come to an end. And the Green Arrow show started off the whole cinematic universe for CW. Like, there's also Supergirl, it just recently ended. We have Superman and Lois season 2 starting next week, which I'm so hyped for. If you guys want me to do like reviews on shows and stuff like that, comment and then leave a comment and let me know. Or like and give me a comment so I can know. Cause I can do that. Like, I watch comic book related shows as much as I read comic books themselves. So if you guys want me to do stuff like that, I can. I've never actually done anything like that. I mean, like I said, everybody is entitled to their opinion if a show is good, if the show is terrible. But for me currently, I've been watching CW shows for the longest. I started back with Smallville, and Smallville was my show. And just to let you guys also know that Smallville also made a comic book as well, and I have the first 5 issues of that comic book collection. There's a lot of them, and I'm currently working on finding all of the issues that they made for Smallville, because they, instead of continuing the show, which I wanted them to do, they made a whole comic book series for it. And I started collecting it back a long time ago when the show was still currently running, so I'm gonna get into that.
Allow me to introduce myself. Who knows what dastardly crime might perpetrate next?
He's a very clever arch criminal who must be put away.
I have bones.
Another innocent victim of
I
suicidal
don't
behavior.
know. Reading those are for children. That's a bunch of BS. Comic books and stuff were not created for kids. They were created. They weren't. Remember, reiterate. They weren't created by kids. They were created by adults, for everyone, not just kids, not just teenagers, for everybody. And there's nothing completely wrong with it. But anyway, guys, this video's been going on longer than it should. I'm sorry. I don't know why, but anyway, I hope you guys like this video. Hit the subscribe button to the World Nerd of Ken. Hit that bell notification so you won't miss out another epic video. The epic nerdness is still going on here on this channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay? Have a good day, and I have more dope epic nerdness to come. Just wait and see. Peace out, guys.